Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Red Hawk Baseball here on the Union Sports Network as we bring you regional baseball from the Union Baseball and Softball Complex as your Union Red Hawks take on the Owasso Rams in game number 2 for both Union and Owasso of this regional. Thanks for joining us here. I am Jim Douthit. Now, the Red Hawks find themselves atop 6A baseball world as they wrapped up their regular season Monday night with a 9-1 trouncing of the Lincoln Christian. And with that win, that marked their 32nd win of the season, and coupled with only 6 losses, has all of 6A baseball landscape looking up at these Red Hawks. And earlier today, they knocked off U.S. Grant by a score of 17-0, and Owasso just beat Bartlesville 7-2 to set up this game. So here we go. It's the Red Hawks, it's the Rams, and we'll have the first pitch right after this special from Tyler Fisher. Enjoy.
In baseball, as in life, success is not given. It is earned through hard work and dedication.
The 2-2 delivery from Gomez.
It's about the sweat on your brow, the blisters on your hands, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. It's about waking up before the sun and staying long after everyone else has gone home.
Somewhat.
In the end, it isn't about the final score. It is about the journey.
And the Red Hawks are on top 1-0.
It's about playing for something bigger than yourself.
To center to left field, way back, Avery Ortiz.
It's about being a team player and carrying on the traditions instilled from those before. That is what defines this program. Welcome to Union.
That's on the ground. That's going to stay fair. Briggs up, throws in time. Oh, Briggs down the line, picks it up and fires a bullet to Hayward. Swung on. That'll get down. 2 runs will score, and Avery Ortiz comes through. And just like that, it's first and third. You couldn't have drawn that up any better. He's down the bunt. He's going to hustle. He's going to get there. That was a nice job by him. And guess what? Everybody's going to be safe there as well. Struck him out. Big hack, and that strikeout number 9. Ortiz round. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in game number 2 for the Red Hawks, and they're going to be the away team as they lost the coin flip, and I'll ask OSSAA this question. Why? Why could a team go 32 wins and 6 losses, host regionals, and we have to go to a coin flip? Just asking a question, guys. You're much smarter than I am down in Oklahoma City, so I'll start with that question first and get that out of the way, because this is going to be one heck of a baseball game. Going for Owasso is their stud and Farrell. So defensively, it'll be Mercer in left field, Williams straight center, Auschwitz in right, Floyd at third, Haley at short, Miller at second, and Harrell at first. And Farrell and Corbin, back from injury, will be the catcher. Handshakes all around, couple of warm-up pitches. And Owasso should be warm as they just got finished about 45 minutes ago or so. Beat Bartlesville 7-2 if you missed it in our opener. So Bartlesville will take on U.S. Grant this afternoon after this game. But the Red Hawks, Rams, a matchup that we've seen not only on the diamond but on many fields of play over and over in the past 5, 6, 7 years, and we know how good the Rams can be. Larry Turner has done one whale of a job, as he's done for a long, long time. But you guys know this Red Hawk team is loaded. Loaded. And Grayson Tempest is going to lead it off here in just a second as Farrell takes his last couple of warm-up pitches. So tomorrow, just in case you didn't know, the schedule has changed a little bit. It's 1:30 and 4 for the 2 games that'll be tomorrow. Leading off for Union, center fielder, number 8, Grayson Tempest. Tempest gets a nice hand from the Union faithful. Lots of fans on hand as the first 35 I think it was, paid students, I should say, thank you. Got free hats, sporting a nice hat. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Second pitch, a little low, 1-1. Last time Union played Owasso, they did beat them. It was a Thursday night affair. But we didn't see their best pitcher, and they didn't see our best pitcher. And that's what you'll see tonight. As the lineup for Union looks like Tempest in center. Briggs will catch, Ortiz at short. You guys could probably say this at home along with me. Hayworth is the pitcher. Fluche in right. Knutson at second. Gam Jones will be the designated hitter. Rhett Rogers at third. Gage Arthur in left field. And TJ King, who will not bat, but the great glove he's got and the defensive prowess for him at first. And Tempest will foul that away. Full count, 3-2. Yep. Student section comes alive. 3-2 fouled off. Yep. So 3-2 will do it again. Briggs stands on deck. TU product. Takes the 3-2 delivery and fouls it off again. Good battle there by Tempest. And again, the fans begin to come alive just to my right. Just missed. Breaking ball just missed, much to the chagrin of the Owasso Ram fans. And the speedy Tempest is on first. As the ball boy delivers, that's great. Any idea who the ball boy is, kids? Negative. Catcher, number 9, Brody Briggs. So Tempest with a nice lead. We'll see if he takes off. Oh, that was the pitch to take off as that was high. Corbin had to reach behind him to grab it. Baylor Corbin, the Fort Scott product. We'll see if Tempest wants to test that arm of Corbin. Sizable lead. Farrell. Long stare at Tempest. Goes over. Tempest easily back at first. Comes home, breaking ball high and outside. It's 2-0. Temperature here, 77 degrees. Wind is light. Chance of rain later on tonight. And again, games tomorrow have been changed to 1:30 and 4 o'clock start times because of the impending weather tomorrow evening. Says Andy Irwin, our chief meteorologist. Runner goes. Safe. Tempest down there. Easily in with a stolen base. Baylor Corbin seemed to double clutch that a little bit. Now Coach Brown wants a quick word with Brody Briggs. While we've got a second, I want to say good luck to girls tennis. Riley Miller and the gang advancing to state. Congratulations to boys and girls golf as well. as both golf teams advanced. So Briggs steps back in, 2-1 count to him. Tempest stands at second. He'll be shadowed there by Haley, the shortstop for the Rams. Farrell looks, fans come alive again, yelling and screaming. Comes home outside. And it's 3-1. Briggs looks down again for the signs. He'll get him and step back in. Tempest lead. Miller, the second baseman, doesn't want anything with a pickoff attempt. Haley shadows. Now he backs off. And Briggs with a big cut. It's 3-2. What we need to do, though, is work Farrell. Get that pitch count up early. The 3-2 runner goes, swung on, struck him out, throw down, not in time. So Briggs gets struck out, but Tempest is now 90 feet away. And the ever-dangerous Avery Ortiz comes to the plate. Shortstop, number 7, Avery Ortiz. So with one away, we'll see how aggressive Newkirk gets. If there's something on the ground, are they sending Tempest with his speed? First pitch is low, doesn't matter, 1-0. On deck, the pitcher tonight would be Tate Hayworth. He's been swinging a nice bat as well, batting just shy of 400. High, 2-0. Tempest looks a little bit down there, and then Ortiz pops up, and then it'll be out of play. 2-1. Harold gave it a look for just a second, then backed off. So the 2-1 delivery coming to Ortiz. Swung on, popped up again. It's 2-2. Same pitch, same place, it looked like. Farrell will step off the rubber. Ortiz will step out and reset himself. Now both players are ready to go, and here we go. 2-2 delivery. Inside, and another full count. So a good sign for Union as the first three batters all have reached a full count, battling hard. Tempest with a nice job to kind of set the tone. So the 3-2. Walked him. Oh! Struck him out. My apologies. Looked a little low. But he'll get the benefit of the call. So Ortiz goes down looking. And that brings up the pitcher in Tatum Hayworth. Pitcher number 14, Tatum Hayworth. So Hayworth steps up. Got to get this run across somehow. Runs are going to be at a premium. We know that with Farrell and Hayworth on the mound. So it's just imperative that Hayworth figures out a way to bring Tempest home 90 feet. He's not going to do it swinging the bat like that. So fooled by Farrell he was. The 0-1 delivery. And he'll step off. Now he steps back in. Oh, 1. Swing and strike 2. So the 0-2 delivery, we'll see where Farrell puts this. Probably nothing for him to swing at, so we'll see what happens. Struck him out. He was swinging no matter what it looked like. He went up there to take some hacks. So we'll go to the home half of the first, which is the Rams, coming up after this. One, two, three for the Rams starting off, and they'll lead off. Leading off for the Rams, number 32, Jackson Farrell. So Farrell will step in, the pitcher, also lead off for Coach Turner and his squad. So he got in a little trouble. He threw 23 pitches in that first inning, as I'm told. Hayworth, first pitch. Just a little low. So defensively for Union, Arthur in left, Tempest in center, Fluchet in right. As a 1-0 delivery comes from Hayworth. Swung on, lifted to center, Tempest under it, tracks it, and there's one away. Rogers at third, Ortiz at short, Knutson and King at second and first respectively. And as I mentioned, Tate Hayworth and you know the Brody Briggs factor. Right fielder, Cooper Auschwitz. So 2 pitches in and there's one away, and it's a good start for Hayworth as that's just outside 1-0. Tip foul, and it's 1-1. Cooper get a little grimacing there on that swing. So the 1-1 delivery coming. High. Got away from Tate there. It's 2-1. Two-one delivery. Swung on, popped up. Tempest underneath it. And there's 2 away. That's going to bring up their designated hitter in Bodie Amberson. Designated hitter, Bodie Amberson. So with 2 away, Hayward's first pitch, just low. That'll be high, 2-0. A little high, and it's 3-0 now. So with 2 away, Hayward just needs to throw some strikes here. Defense has been fine behind him. I know it's early on, but it's true. And on 4 pitches, Amberson will be walked. So Amberson will stay at first, and that'll bring in center fielder Luke Williams. So Luke will step in. His mom will applaud for him, apparently. It's the only clap I heard, so I'm assuming that's Mom. Amberson at first after a 4-pitch walk from Hayworth. Comes home, and that's over. Outside part of the plate. And Hayworth back to his form. Just makes me wonder if they knew something about Amberson that they didn't want to pitch to him at all. Because 2 of the 4 pitches that Hayworth threw weren't anywhere close to the plate, so we'll see. Swung on, strike 2. Foul tipped. The 0-2 delivery from Hayworth. Decides to throw over to Amberson anyway. King throws back, so he'll play a little catch with the first baseman. Now Hayworth turns around and makes Amberson notice that he's watching him. Sets, fires. Just outside, gets away from Briggs. They're going to try to run on him, and they'll get there. Briggs didn't come up with that cleanly, and Amberson's going to be safe. And I'm going to say Briggs is going out because that pitch fooled him. That pitch probably fooled Briggs, and so the way he was set up, didn't even come close to hitting his glove, and I think that's what Brody wants to go out and talk with Tate about. 1-2 now. So 1-2 to Williams. Amberson now at second. High. 2-2. The 2-2 popped up. Tempest over to his right. He'll get there, and that'll retire the side. Nice job by Hayworth. We'll head to the top of the second. Union coming up. Welcome back. 5, 6, 7 due up for Union and Fluchet, Knutson, and Jones. Leading out for Union, the right fielder, number 27, Ben Fluchet. Fluchet steps in. Again, 5, 6, and 7 here for Union in the first, or excuse me, in the second. Top of the second here. Farrell underway. Catches the outside part of the plate, and pitch number 24 is a strike for him. That'll get down. And a base hit for Fluchet, and he continues to swing a pretty decent bat. Knutson will step up here. Second baseman, number 3, Camden Knutson. So Knutson steps up. Gam Jones, you heard me, and you heard it right. He'll DH tonight and be in the 7 spot. Knutson steps up, and they decide to throw over to Harrell. Is Farrell with Fluchet at first. Farrell long look and decides to throw over again. So I imagine they know what we like to do here, which would be to lay down a bunt and get Fluchet over. With the speed in the on-deck circle and Gam Jones, it'd be interesting to see what we do outside. So it's 1-0. Knutson didn't look like he was squaring around for anything there. And the way Floyd is at third, he's not really looking to charge as he's still kind of in the dirt area, if you will. Now he comes in a little bit. Knutson swung on, and that's popped up right at us. And go over the press box. So 1-1. The 1-1 inside, 1-2, or 2-1, excuse me. Say hi to everybody in great state of Texas watching right now. Great state of Tennessee, Wisconsin, Arizona. If you want me to give you a shout out, text the folks that you know are here, and I'll definitely say hi to you. Just tell them to come on up to the press box and tell me. Swung on, and that's ripped down the line. That'll get all the way to the wall. Fluchet on his horse. He'll end up at third, and he'll stay there. And it's second and third with nobody out. Cam Knutson says, down the line, sir. And just like that, we're back in business just like we were in the first inning. And the speedy Gam Jones. Designated hitter, number 1, Gam Jones. Rogers is on deck. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Gam's got a little pop in his bat from time to time, so we'll see. He quickly calls timeout, though. Knutson at second, Fluchet at third. Gam Jones at the plate. Farrell delivers, yep. Go to lay it down, and Corbin couldn't come up with it cleanly, but everybody stays put. So looks like they're wanting Gam Jones to bunt. It's interesting to see. So I'm assuming they'll either protect and let Jones get to first to load the bases, or look the runner back. But Jones has got some speed, so it'll be interesting defensively how the Rams play this one. Squares around, and that's low, 2-0. So the 2-0 delivery. Knutson 90 feet away from making this a 1-0 game, and that'll be a strike. So 2-1 here. Jones looks back over. He'll step back in the box, and he is crowding the box big time. 2-1 delivery coming from Farrell. Ooh. Catches the outside part of the plate, 2-2, and Farrell's back in business. As Coach Newkirk kind of slapped his hands emphatically there, not happy. Now, so we'll see what Jones does. Surely not going to lay down a bunt here. He'll call time, though. Nice job by Jones. Mess up Farrell's rhythm. I like it from the youngster. Two delivery. Just misses. Woo! That would have been strikeout number 4 for Farrell. But instead it's 3-2. And again, good eyes by the Red Hawks, and they're battling hard. Running up that pitch count on Farrell. The 3-2 from him. Popped foul. That's going to, attaboy. I'll let you foul off 3 or more, Jones, just like that. That's a beauty. Battle hard. We saw Grayson Tempest do that to lead off this game. Three-two from Farrell. Swung on, pop foul. And that's going to ruin some glass. The charge chant coming from the student section. They've been pretty electric tonight. I got to hand it to them. Led by Eli for sure. That'll punch him out. Man. And Jones will go down looking, but still only 1 away, and the dangerous Rhett Rogers coming up. Third baseman, number 2, Rhett Rogers. So Rogers up. I would just do that. Get it and play. Force them to make a defensive play at home. Unless it's something silly. See what happens. So we'll see if Fluchet is off on contact. Here's what you don't want. You don't want a line drive right at somebody. Big gap between left field and center. Huge gap. Swung on, popped up. Not deep enough. Miller underneath it. And he'll run it back in, and there's 2 away. So he popped it up. Rogers didn't get it deep enough, and Fluchet's going to have to stay at third again. And it's going to be up to Gage Arthur. Left fielder, number 15, Gage Arthur. So Arthur steps in. He's another one that's been swinging the bat well as of late as Farrell blows that by him. And that's 0-1. So if Farrell can pitch his way out of this inning, that's going to be huge for the Rams. And a little on the deflating side for the Red Hawks, because it'll be 2 innings where they've got a run 90 feet away with less than really 2 outs, 1 out in both cases. And couldn't get it across. Nice cut there. 0-2 though. So it appears they're going to let Arthur swing away, as rightfully so. Again, Fluchet at third. Knutson in at second. After his double, advance Fluchet to third. And down the line would be a nice place to put it. The delivery. Arthur popped it up. Corbin going to give it a look. Harrell going to give it a look. And Harrell will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the Red Hawks leave 2 on. They threaten but can't get anything across. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Rams when we get back.
We're athletes.
Coaches.
And your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in green country.
Like you, we run.
And fish.
Hike.
And bike.
We enjoy the mountains.
and lakes.
So we know how important
Staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians
and therapists.
Our groundbreaking treatments
are helping you heal faster.
Helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
more high schools,
and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
personalized orthopedic care.
Personalized orthopedic care.
Treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
Back live, our thanks to Advanced Orthopedics for their support of the Union Sports Network, Union Public Schools, and Union Athletic Department. We appreciate everything they do for us. As we head to the bottom of the second, 5, 6, and 7 up for the Rams, and Floyd, Harrell, and Mercer. Hayworth, of course, back to the mound. And that'll be the question tonight. Union has not capitalized the first 2 innings, as I've mentioned. So it'll be interesting to see how Owasso reacts to it, and even how Hayworth reacts to it. Because that's got to get him pumped up when he sees his boys hitting that well, but then not getting them across, then he knows he's got to come out and do what he's done the entire time. So we'll see. Leading off for the Rams, third baseman, number 1, Braden Floyd. It's Brandon. Yeah, it is Brandon Floyd. I apologize, Mom. It is Brandon Floyd. Yeah. So Brandon Floyd steps in. So the 1-0 delivery. Swung on, popped up. Tempest started out. Now he's got to hustle back in. He'll call everybody off, and there's one away. That was a little interesting. Tempest took off for the fence and had to quickly turn back around. And if you're scoring at home, you're going to know that there's been a pop-up to number 8 the entire time. First baseman Cooper Harrell. Well, it was two pop-outs to Tempest, then a walk, then 2 more pop-outs. And Hayworth ahead 0-1 to Harrell. On the ground, King should be able to take care of this himself. He does, and there's 2 away. Nice job by King. Left fielder, Grady Mercer. Just a little low, 1-0. So for Hayworth, 15 pitches in the first inning. He's pitching well right now. 1-0 delivery on its way to Mercer. Swung on, and that's going to go foul down the right field line. Fluchet gives it a stare, but it'll fall harmlessly a foul. And now the 1-1 delivery from Hayworth with Baylor Corbin on deck. In the dirt, 2-1. So what's on tap? Baseball. Baseball, baseball, and lots of baseball. Baseball today, baseball tomorrow, depending upon the outcome of that, and that's 2-2. Outcome of this game will depend on when we broadcast tomorrow afternoon. Game will be either at 1:30 or 4. As the late game tonight, we'll see Bartlesville take on U.S. Grant. Swung on, popped, or ripped foul, I should say, off the umpire's mask. And Briggs will give him a second to recoup himself, if you will. So Deuce is up on the board. Mercer, Hayworth. He comes home. Just about got him to go, and Briggs liked where that pitch was thrown. Be interesting if they come right back to that. So the 3-2 delivery, Down the line, foul. And we'll do 3-2 again. Fabulous crowd now that most people are getting off work. Popped up. Straight up in the air. I think Rogers is going to call for it, and he'll catch it. Woo! Kind of moved around in his glove a little bit, but Rogers saw it the entire way. And the Rams go 1-2-3 in the inning. We come back. Redhawks will have the top of the order when we come back. Welcome back to Union Sports Network. 1-2-3 leading off here in the top of the third inning. Leading off for the Red Hawks, center fielder Grayson Tempest. So Tempest led off the first inning with a walk and then a stolen base, 2 stolen bases, I should say. And with nobody out, Red Hawks could not get him across. So again, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. We'll see what happens. Hayworth has pitched really well. And we're early on. Look good starting off. 0-2 now to Tempest. O2 delivery coming. Popped foul. We'll do it again. Tempest again, giving Farrell some hacks. He led off the game, as I said, with a walk, but more importantly for Union is that Farrell had 23 pitches in the first and 42 at the beginning of this one as that's popped down the right field line. Long run for Auschwitz, and there's one away. Catcher, number 9, Brody Briggs. So Union, in the first inning, sent 4 batters to the plate. Tempest managed to get to third, but Briggs struck out, Ortiz struck out, and Hayworth struck out. Farrell's got 4 strikeouts on the afternoon so far, through 2 1/3. Now Briggs looks at the 0-1 delivery, high, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Something to think about and something that's pretty incredible as I was looking at stats early on before the game. Union has 5 more wins than any other team in 6A and 5A. You have to go to 4A before you found somebody close, and that's Tuttle with 31 wins. So they were 1 win shy of the 32 that the Red Hawks had. So impressive numbers by Union this year. And with 32 wins, you still got to flip for home. See who's got home field. 2-2. Just outside. Boy, Corbin wanted that one, and so did Farrell. Framed the pitch well, but seemed a little low. It's 3-2. Swung on, that's up the middle. That'll be a base hit. And Brody Briggs is on with his first hit of the afternoon. So I imagine Asher Fowler is going to come in and pinch run for him. Yep. Courtesy running number 5, Asher Fowler. So Fowler will come in and courtesy run for Briggs. And with 1 out, Ortiz up. He struck out back in the first. It'll be interesting to see the approach that Ortiz has coming this bat. Fowler with a big, sizable lead. Farrell comes home. Tempest on, or excuse me, Hayworth on deck. The 1-0 delivery. to Ortiz. Nope, and he'll throw over. And Fowler's got to be mindful of the lefty and his throw over. If you could hear Mr. Briggs right now, he said he has bad juju. Comes home, swung on, popped up. It's way back. Williams gives it a look. He's at the warning track. There's one away, or two away, excuse me. So Ortiz gave that a ride, but not quite far enough. Pitcher, Tatum Hayworth. So with two away, I can't imagine there's anything funky going on from Coach Newkirk. Let Hayworth swing away and see what happens. Again, he's had a hot bat. Farrell comes home, checks swing, says he went around for a strike. So the 0-1 delivery from Farrell. Swung on, popped down the right field line. Auschwitz gives it a look, and that'll do it. So Union again leaves a runner on. After the base hit by Briggs, we head to the bottom of the third. Still 0-0. Back live here, 8-9-1 due up for the Rams. Leading off for the Rams, catcher number 13, Baylor Corbin. The Fort Scott product steps to the plate for the Rams. 0-0. Hayworth getting ready to throw his 28th pitch, and it's a swinging strike. So Corbin was hurt a big part of the year. If I remember correctly, Dad told me it was a broken hand. So every once in a while you'll see that glove, or you'll see that ball kind of squirt out of his glove, and I think it was his catching hand. So he's got all kinds of protection there. It is completely healed, Mark told me. So Mark, another one of those buddies of mine from back in my Quick Trip days. He's still there. Great family, the Corbin family. So best of luck to them as they move forward. But enough about nice things for the Rams, because this is the Union Sports Network, and I need to knock it off, I hear you. 2-1 delivery from Hayworth. In the dirt, 3-1. 3-1. Corbin will walk. Courtesy running for the Rams, number 35, Trent Foster. Now batting second baseman Carter Miller. So Miller steps up. His first plate appearance right here. Just outside 1-0. So Corbin walks. Foster stands now at first. Courtesy running. And he'll not take too big of a lead. Hayworth gives him a look and comes home. Just catches the inside part of the plate. Nice pitch there. I think that one fooled Miller as he kind of jumped back a little bit. So the 1-1, they're going to lay down a bunt. Oh, runner goes now. He's stuck out there. Oh, and he can't catch it. Brody Briggs didn't get a clean throw to Ortiz, and Ortiz didn't play the hop. And an easy out is squandered there. Brody kind of double clutched it because he wasn't too sure if he was going to throw to King or throw down to third or second. He decided to throw down to second, and Ortiz couldn't come up with it cleanly, and an easy out is squandered. And now Foster stands at second. Turner was trying a little trickery. Now Hayworth comes home on the ground. Rogers, nice play to his left over to first and in time. Big out there by Rogers. Nice job by him. That was a big-time play by Rogers. Pitcher, Jackson Farrell. So again, the runner at second is Foster. Farrell popped up to center his first time up. His first pitch swinging. Farrell with the big cut. 0-1 delivery coming from Hayworth. 0-2. The 0-2 from Hayworth. In the dirt. Farrell doesn't chase, and it's 1-2. Nice stop by Briggs. One-two delivery. Foster, nice lead at second. In the dirt. 2-2. The Razorback product gets the 2-2 delivery. Just inside 3-2. Foster at second. On the ground to King. Runner will advance. They'll get it over to Hayworth. That'll be in time, and there's two away. Nice job by Hayworth to run it down. As King had to bounce, come back on that a little bit. Couldn't play it cleanly and then run over there in time. Foster will advance to third. Right fielder, Cooper Auschwitz. So with two away, Auschwitz steps in. He also popped out to center his first time up. With Foster at third, Hayworth comes home. A little low. It's 1-0. Foul, 1-1 now. One delivery. Catches the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Nice pitch by Hayworth. Foster at third. The 1-2 delivery coming from Hayworth right here. Pop foul. Nice hack there by Cooper. Last time we checked, Enid was on top of Jinx 2-0, but I believe that was in the first inning. Delivery down, foul. Ooh, barely. Just foul. Getting an update now. It's 2-2. Enid and Jinx tied up. And Stillwater and Sand Springs. Stillwater was up on top of Sand Springs 4-0 back in the fourth inning. So the 1-2 delivery again from Hayworth. Struck him out. Attaboy. And a big fist pump from Hayworth and Briggs both, as the Rams lead their first run 90 feet away. I think there's a theme, kids. Good pitching's on display. Union coming up 5, 6, and 7 after this.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Five, 6, and 7 due up for the Red Hawks as we enter the top of the fourth. Leading off for the Red Hawks, right fielder Ben Fluche. So Ben started off the second inning with the first of 3 hits for Union as he got a base hit. And then that was followed up by Knutson with a double. And we had second and third with nobody out and couldn't get anybody home. If you're just joining us, thank you. Statistician Michaela, Andy Irwin, I'm Jim Douthit as that's popped up down the right field line, and there's one away. Auschwitz with a nice play. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. So Cam Knutson, as I mentioned moments ago, followed up the base hit by Fluchet with a double. That's a pitch, catches the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. So Jones on deck. Farrell seems to have settled in, as we expected the Razorback product to do. There is some action in the bullpen for Union as Lane Wood's down there, and that's on the ground. Nice pickup by Floyd. Throws, and they're going to say he's in time. Fluchet was running down, but nice pickup there by Floyd, and there's two away. Floyd went down to a knee. And they're going to say he was safe? Oh, now they're going to go back. They're going to say he was safe. Blue comes together, has a conversation. And that's awesome. And here comes Coach Turner to have a conversation with home plate umpire about this. Great job by Blue to get together and talk about it. And I guess from the home plate umpire's position, the throw from Floyd pulled Harrell off the bag, and Knutson is on safely. So I'm assuming that's going to be an E5. That would be correct, as I'm being told by the one and only Todd Briggs. Almost called you Brody. Sorry, Dad. All right. So Gam Jones steps in. He struck out back in the second. And with one away, Gam Jones again takes his time and calls for timeout. So a little cat and mouse between him and Farrell. I love it. As Jones crowds the plate, Farrell gives a long stare and he lays down the bunt. The bunt's good. That will advance the runner. And Jones does his job. So it's interesting now with 2 outs. Knutson stands safely at second. And Bryce Ashlock is now going to come in and courtesy run. Courtesy running number 19, Bryce Ashlock. Now batting third baseman, Rhett Rogers.
Thank you, Eli.
So Rogers steps in. Ashlock into courtesy run. So there's 2 courtesy runners listed tonight for Coach Newkirk, and Fowler and Ashlock. And Ashlock has a huge lead. Shielded there by Haley. You could probably catch it in your frame at home. He's got a big lead, and he's dancing. Comes home, and it's low. Is he out of frame? He's so far out. Okay, he's so far over. He's out of frame as he touches back up. So Rogers popped out to second, his first time up. And that'll catch the inside part of the plate, 1-1. The Rams will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the bottom of the fourth. Ashlock again with a big lead. Farrell comes home. Swung on, and that's to center. Williams right at him, and that'll do it. So again, Union leaves a runner on. We head to the bottom of the fourth, knotted at 0. Three, 4, 5 due up for the Rams as we are welcoming you back to Red Hawk Baseball here on the Union Sports Network. Designated hitter number 2, Bodie Amberson. So Amberson steps in. He walked his first time up. Only walk given up so far from Hayworth. First pitch swinging. And it's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 delivery from Hayworth. Oh, big breaking ball. And Amberson froze him. Nice pitch by Hayworth. Let's see what he dreams up for pitch number 3. On the ground, up the middle. Ortiz over. Nice play by him, and it's in time. Boy, the silky smooth feet and glove of Ortiz came over, got it in the direction that he was moving, made it look easier than it was, and there's one away. Center fielder, Luke Williams. Almost looked like Knutson was going to have to backhand that. If he would have, that would have been a heck of a play for him to get that, turn his body around and get it back to King. But Ortiz, I'm not going to say took it away, but had the better play on it. So he stepped in front of the bag and grabbed it. And there's that breaking pitch again. And Williams was fooled. One delivery got away from Hayworth. In the dirt, 2-1. Williams popped out to center field back in the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. On the ground, foul. Ripped down the line. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. So 2-2. Swung on, that's lifted down the right field line. Foul. Boy, gave that one a ride. Ooh, that would have been straight. That might have been trouble. That's for sure. The 3-2 delivery on its way to Williams. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Hayworth, and the fans come alive. Third baseman, number 1, Brandon Floyd. That's on the ground to Ortiz, up and throwing. And the Rams go in order. Exactly. You might have heard him. To the 5th we go. 9-1-2, do it up for the Redhawks.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Redhawks as we head to the top of the 5th. Left fielder, Gage Arthur. Farrell back to the bump for Coach Turner. And the first pitch swinging, and that's going to get down. Arthur on his horse. And he'll stop it first. Interesting. All the way down the line. And Mercer did a great job to cut it off and hold Arthur just to a single.
Force him to make a play.
Center fielder Grayson Tempest. So interesting that Arthur didn't turn because he was on his horse out of the box for sure. So when he's pretty quick as well. For being a 9-hole guy, he'll get back over. Farrell's got a nice throw over to first, as I mentioned earlier on, so we'll see. So hit number 5 comes off the bat of Gage Arthur. And they'll keep him close again. Tempest walked in the first and then popped out to right field in the third. So he's 0 for 1. Brody Briggs stands on deck. Tempest calls timeout. As I look up at the television screen, the Dodgers are playing the Phillies, and I'm asking the box, is this the return of Bryce Harper? Is that today? Never mind. Oh, just on cue. Wow, they just showed him. How about that? So was it yesterday when he came back? Got it. So return of Bryce Harper for all you Philly fans. Back to this game, Arthur again with the lead. And Farrell's thrown over every time, so we'll see if he decides to come home this time. And he does not. Well, they're going to try to get him leaning. Arthur's going to be a little bit smarter than that. Arthur, a very smart base runner. His lead's not as big this time. Now a little bit bigger. Farrell gives him a long stare, decides to come home. The bunt gets laid down, and it's just foul. Farrell sets, and he'll throw over again. So Farrell knows for sure what Union's trying to dial up here. And with the speed of Tempest, he can beat out just about any bunt. We've seen him do it quite often. He'll lay it down again, be bumped right to Corbin. He'll throw down, and there's one away. But he does his job and gets the run over. So that thing hopped right up, popped right into Corbin's glove, and that was an easy play for the catcher, I should say. Catcher, Brody Briggs. So Arthur stands at second. Again, shadowed by Haley. Miller stays put. Briggs is 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the first, got a base hit in the third. Farrell, long look back, comes home. Wow. Wow. And that home plate just got really big on that. Regardless, it's 0-1. Farrell, long stare, comes home again, and it's 0-2. So Briggs steps in, 0-2 delivery getting ready to come from Farrell. Arthur, decent lead, not being held on by Miller or Haley. Now he gets even a bigger lead. Farrell looks back now. Haley just looks like he's coming over. Farrell comes home. Briggs strikes out. Slow curveball there, and Briggs got fooled on it. And they're going to intentionally walk Avery Ortiz. And this is if we had the chicken call, that's where we'd start playing it here at the stadium, but we don't have it. Pitcher, Tatum Hayworth. So Ortiz gets the intentional pass, so runners at first and second. And interesting, Ortiz struck out in the first, popped out in the third, and it was a long pop out to straightaway center. So Ortiz with a big lead now. Inside, it's 0-1. Hayworth kind of shaking his head like he doesn't agree with it, but he's got to be careful because he's going to want that pitch later on, that's for sure. Farrell shakes off whatever Corbin was laying down, and Corbin sets up outside. Farrell looks back, and he'll step off the rubber. So Hayworth can help himself, tremendously by putting the ball in play here. He struck out in the first, popped out to right field in the third. Pitch comes home, and he strikes. So strike number 2 is a swinging strike from Hayworth. Glance over at Coach Newkirk, and he's trying to cheer his pitcher on here. So the 0-2 delivery coming from Farrell. Arthur at second, Ortiz at first. Runners go. Fouled off by Hayward. Nice cut there. That's probably one of the better swings we've seen out of Hayward tonight. So he had a nice hack. Farrell sets. Arthur will have to scamper back to second. We'll do it again. Farrell, long look, he comes home. Popped up left field. Mercer on the run, that's carrying. Oh, and Mercer makes the catch. Wow, Hayworth gave that thing a ride, and Mercer came up with that at the warning track. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Still zeros on the board. Leading out for the Rams, first baseman Cooper Harrell. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Rams. So we're in the bottom of the 5th. Hayworth back up, and he will throw pitch number 61 right there. So the 1-0 delivery, high, 2-0. Middle of the 5th inning, Sand Springs on top of Stillwater 8-4. And top of the 3rd finds Enid on top of Jinx 6-2. 2-0 delivery missed, 3-0. Hayworth might be wondering where that was, and I'm wondering if Briggs doesn't come up with that clean if that's not a strike. So, interesting. Regardless, the 3-0 delivery coming from Hayworth. And that'll be a ball. So Cooper or Harold will lead off with a walk. Left fielder, number 9, Grady Mercer. So Mercer's first time up popped out to 3rd. So he's 0 for 1. Lay down the bunt. Briggs up. He's going to let it roll. Oh, and it stays fair. Wow. Briggs was going to let that roll, and like anybody would, and that thing just wouldn't curve back foul with the spin on it, and it'll be 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And Baylor Corbin up. Catcher, Baylor Corbin. Interesting. So the first hit for the Rams today comes in the form of a bunt that should have rolled foul, but we didn't get the friendly backspin, if you will. Needless to say, Hayworth's pitched a gem so far. Some good defensive plays all the way around. And they're going to try to lay down another bunt and back Corbin off the plate, and that was in for a strike, and he giving the home plate umpire a stare. So Corbin squared around a bunt, backed out of the box, and got the strike called on him. So it's 0-2. Harrell at second. They lay down the bunt again. Everybody will advance. High throw, but in time. Good job by Knutson to cover as everybody was charging, and it'll be 2nd and 3rd with 1 away. Nice sack bunt there by Corbin to move the runners. Second baseman, Carter Miller. So Harrell at 3rd now. Grady Mercer at 2nd. 1 away. And Miller grounded out to 3rd, his first time and only time up. See what they're going to do here. This King looks like he's charging. First pitch in there for a strike. King way down the line. Rogers is staying at home. Knutson on the grass. Knutson trying to get Rogers to join him on the grass, as the squeeze play may be in effect here. In the dirt, went around, and it's 0-2.
Make a pitch right here. Make a pitch right here.
Make a pitch right here is what's coming from the press box. Hayworth sets. 0-2 delivery, here it comes. Got him, absolutely. Big strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Hayworth. And Carter Miller has to go to his room. Pitcher, Jackson Farrell. So with 2 out, Rams threatening here at 2nd and 3rd. And Jackson Farrell steps in. 0 for 2 tonight so far. That's a big pitch in there for a strike, and the fans are coming alive. They understand the gravity of this inning for Hayworth and the Red Hawks. So he popped out in the first, grounded out in the third. Farrell steps out, looks for the sign, and steps back in. Hayworth to the rubber. Again, Harold at third, Mercer at second. 0-1. That's lifted to center. Tempest, that's it. So the Rams leave 2 on as well. Hayworth pitching a gem. Newkirk out for the fist bump. We head to the 6th. Knotted at 0.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
TJ, make sure you're talking, buddy. Pitches for Tate, 75 pitches for Fred.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th. 5, 6, and 7. Due up for the Redhawks. Right fielder, Ben Fluche. Pitch number 76 will be forthcoming from Farrell. As there is a big gap in right center field. And if Fluche can get anything out in that direction, that's going to roll to the wall. That may be one of the biggest gaps I've seen in high school history or in high school baseball in a long time. It's on the ground. Haley up with it. Throw to first in time. There's one away. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. So Knutson reached on an error back in the 4th and then doubled in the 2nd. Had a big double. First pitch swinging foul. Gam Jones on deck. He gives that one a ride. Williams gives it a look, and there's 2 away. Designated hitter, Gam Jones. So with 2 away, Jones steps in. Struck out in the 2nd. Laid down a sack bunt back in the 4th. Rogers stands on deck. Both pitchers are pitching gems. Farrell, although he's been in trouble and given up 5 hits, he's coupled that with 5 strikeouts, 3 of them back in the first inning. In the dirt, just gets through Corbin's 5-hole, and it's 2-1. In there, 2-2. Or excuse me, yes, 2-2. I got a second. I got to give a quick shout out to all the Tulsa Wheeler football fans that came out. 10,200 strong Saturday night. That's fouled off. Great crowd, great energy. And you guys made me yell the entire night. Thus, I couldn't talk at all on Sunday because I was hoarse. And my wife loves my new part-time gig I have because I can't talk after those games. She's pretty happy about that. So thanks to all the Oiler fans that came out and made that a fun night. 2-2 delivery.
What's up, buddy? Oh, just walking by.
Fouled off again by Jones, and he's battling hard. Running that pitch count up on Farrell. So the 2-2 delivery. In the dirt, 3-2. So the 3-2 delivery to Jones, and he'll walk him. That'll work. And Jones has got some wheels, so we'll see what happens here as Rogers is stepping up. Third baseman, Rhett Rogers. So Rogers 0 for 2 tonight, popped out in the second and the fourth. Gave the ball a nice ride in the fourth, but right at the center fielder. Jones with a huge lead. Boy, and he's jumping around out there. Farrell comes home, and it's first pitch ball. Jones gets back over. Farrell's keeping him close. Rogers pops it up to right. Auschwitz underneath it, and that'll end the threat. So again, the runner, Union leaves a 1 runner on. And as we head to break here, from all of us at Union, we want to say and send our condolences to the town and the school system of Henrietta after the news that came across yesterday afternoon. So from all of us here at Union Schools, to all you folks in Henrietta, our thoughts and our prayers are with you, and we wish you all the very, very best as you work through this tragedy. We'll be back. Welcome back, Union Sports Network. Statistician Micaiah, Andy Irwin, producer director. I'm Jim Douthit. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 2-3-4 due up for the Rams. Right fielder Cooper Auschwitz. So 2-3-4. Auschwitz popped up in the first, struck out in the third. And Hayworth, 74th pitch is fouled off. Just out of play. As I look down, I see quite a few of the soccer girls here in attendance. As unfortunately their season came to an end last night as they got beat 3-0 by the Owasso Rams. Our boys also lost in soccer to the Tigers, 1-0. Had a long conversation with Alan Corona. And Alan was telling me, man, they just kept everybody in the box. There was nothing we could do about it. So their season comes to an end as well. But golf, girls and boys both advance. Tennis, girls advance. Track and field, still lots of people alive there. And, of course, you guys are watching the Diamond Hawks right now as that's lifted to right. Fluche underneath it, and there's one away. Designated hitter, Bodie Amberson. So Amberson steps in. Hayworth, breaking pitch kind of got away from him. It's 1-0. Two and 0. So lots of media folks on hand. We can, as I look out over the crowd as the 2-0 delivery comes, that's lifted way back. Arthur's going to give it a long run, and that's going to be just foul. Notice the Owasso Rams staff is here doing their play-by-play, and as I look, I believe that's the Bruins getting ready to set up here to my right. As the Bartlesville Bruins will take on the U.S. Grant at the conclusion of this game. That's in the dirt. 3-1 now. Hayworth floating around the 80-pitch mark at this point. Has pitched well so far. Giving up the one lone hit, which was a bunt single. And that'll catch the outside part of the plate and work it back to full. So looking for strikeout number 4 is Hayworth right here. The 3-2 delivery. Lifted to center. Tempest underneath it. And there's 2 away. Center fielder Luke Williams. So depending upon what happens tomorrow will be the, let's see, loser of this game at 1:30 against the winner of tomorrow night's game. The first pitch is in there for, or excuse me, inside for a ball, I should say. So the loser of this game will play at 1:30 tomorrow. They will play the winner of the game upcoming tonight between Bartlesville and U.S. Grant. I could pencil in the winner there, but I won't say it because you never, ever know. So 2-0, 2 away. went fishing for that one and came up empty. And it's 2-1 to Williams. Williams again popped out in the first, struck out in the fourth. So 2-1. Just inside 3-1. Hayworth, a 3-1 delivery, on its way with 2 out. To Williams, he'll foul it off. And I'm getting kind of a kick out of the soccer girls turning around, having a little fun either with the Bartlesville baseball team or the kids that are sitting right behind them. I'm unsure what it is. And that'll be a strikeout. Hayworth, strikeout number 4. I was just a couple pitches away on that strikeout call. Briggs pumps his fist. We head to the 7th, kids. Knotted at 0. Oh, my. Back here live, Union Baseball. Top of the 7th. 9-1-2 due up for Union. And Arthur 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit back in the 5th. Farrell. Just over 90 pitches now. Defensively, nothing changes for the Rams. First pitch swing and foul for Arthur. And the fans, both sides, starting to get a little more vocal. Start to come alive just a little bit. Arthur lays down the bunt. He's hustling down the throw in time. Center fielder Grayson Tempest. And we've seen Arthur do that before. Matter of fact, the hype video that Tyler Fisher put together showed Arthur laying down a bunt and beating it out. So it's very, very possible for him to do that. And Tempest, first pitch inside. Tempest tonight walked back in the first, popped out to right field in the 3rd, and had a nice sack bunt to move Gage Arthur over back in the 5th. Briggs on deck. And that'll be a strike, 1-1. Hack at that, and that's foul. 1-2 now. So 1-2 to Tempest. Gives that a ride out to right. Auschwitz tracks it down. And there's 2 away. And the right fielder in Auschwitz has been busy tonight. As he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the outs to the right, recorded by the right fielder. Catcher, Brody Briggs. So Briggs steps in tonight. 1 for 3. Base hit in the third and then struck out in the first and the fifth. And that was his pitch. On deck is Ortiz. They intentionally walked Avery last time he came up. And it'll be interesting to see what they do with Ortiz if Briggs is able to get on here. So the 1-1 delivery from Farrell. Outside, 2-1. Briggs inside, 3-1. So the 3-1 delivery. Foul, just missed it. Just missed that pitch. Hayworth over to collect it.
That's like 98 or 100, something like that.
Briggs back to the box. Farrell ready to throw the pitch. The 3-2 struck him out. Struck out Briggs, so we'll head to the 7th. Excuse me, yeah, we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. That's what I meant. You guys were paying attention at home, so was Andy Irwin. We'll be back after this. Back live here as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Rams. Leading off for the Rams, third baseman, number 1, Brandon Floyd. So Floyd steps in. Popped out in the second, grounded out in the fourth. That'll be inside for Hayworth. It's pitch number 90 for Hayworth right there. One and one now. So again, tomorrow, earlier start time, 1:30 and 4 o'clock. If you get an opportunity to come out to the ballpark, we're going to try to get these in before the rain. Two one now. Floyd waiting on the 2-1 delivery from Hayworth, and here it comes. Just high, 3-1. Three-one delivery from Hayworth, and he walked him. So Brandon Floyd will get on with a walk. And a bunch going on down in the bullpen right now, as it looks like Owasso is going to go for a change. As Carter Martinez is going to come in and hit for Cooper Harrell. Now batting for the Rams, number 23, Carter Martinez. So Martinez will come in and hit if Cooper Harrell is done for the night. He was 0 for 1 as he grounded out in the second and walked in the fifth. And Martinez is going to square around to bunt. He pops it up, takes a weird hop. Hayworth grabs it. In time. Nice job by Hayworth to stay with it. Popped it straight up in the air, and when it hit the turf, it took a hard right turn. Hayworth was able to barehand it and throw it out. So, but the sack bunt works. Left fielder Grady Mercer. So now Floyd stands safely at second with one away. Grady Mercer and a big out there by Hayworth. Defensively to grab that ball and zing it down, because 2 on, nobody out as opposed to 1 on, 1 out. Big difference here as we're in the seventh. Just outside, 1-1. Catches the outside part of that plate. As I hear the numbers coming in from Andy Irwin behind me, we appreciate all of you guys joining us on the Union Sports Network here. Just inside, and Hayworth wanted that one as well. 2-1. And I can see Daddy Hayworth giving some kind words to the home plate umpire at this point. 2-1. It's lifted to right. Fluchet underneath it. There's 1 away or 2 away. The big throw. Floyd gets there. But there's going to be 2 away. Floyd will get to third. Fluchet, not the strongest throw there. We've seen him gun some folks down before, but kind of maybe rushed that a little bit more. Didn't have a good throw on it, and Floyd's easily in third. Catcher, number 13, Baylor Corbin. So Corbin up. Walked in the third, sack bunt in the fifth. And Owasso 90 feet away from winning this game. Hayworth first pitch is outside. Pitch number 100 coming from Hayworth. That's high. So 2-0 now to Corbin. The Fort Scott product steps in. He can be the hero right now for the Rams. Pop, foul. It's 2-1. Two-one coming from Hayworth right here. Just outside, woo! And that almost gets by Briggs. The Arizona State product is able to keep it close, and Floyd couldn't advance. And Hayworth with the 3-1. We'll see what Corbin does. Hayworth delivers. Catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 3-2. Oh, baby. So the 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Silence. Swung on, foul by Corbin. And 3-2 will do it again. Well, you could have heard a pin drop when Hayworth threw that pitch. It was very, very quiet. And as a hush comes across the stadium again, a little bit louder this time. Vanessa Ortiz trying to cheer her Red Hawk family on here. A 3-2. Popped straight up. Knutson calls for it. This should do it. Attaboy. And we head to the 8th. You heard me. We head to the 8th. Knotted at 0. Woo. Everybody breathe. 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Top of the 8th. Here we go, folks. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Ortiz, Hayworth, and Fluchet. Leading out for Union, shortstop Avery Ortiz. The rally caps are on in the press box. I'll throw my rally tie on. I'll throw it over my shoulder. There we go. Ortiz swinging for the fences on the first pitch from Farrell. And it's 0-1 to Ortiz. Avery chance coming from the fans. Popped up. Straight up. Miller underneath it. Whew, and there's one away. Pitcher, Tatum Hayworth. Cool moment between Hayworth and Corbin right there as they were both laughing about something and then a little fist bump. You know, you talk about how small the communities, these sporting communities that we have are, and baseball is just like hockey in that sense. When you're not playing for your team, where you go to school, you're playing summer ball, you're playing fall ball, and a lot of these players know each other very, very well. So it's cool to kind of see that stuff as Hayworth hacks at strike number 2. On deck, Ben Fluchet. So by the showing of Hayworth coming up to bat, it sure would look like Coach Newkirk's going to throw Hayworth again as he was at pitch number 100? 101. So Hayworth was at 101. Okay, 106, my apologies. So at 106 when we get to the Rams half of the 8th. And again, Hayworth hacking away. Doing a good job running Farrell's pitch count up. He was at 101 when we started this at bat. Student section again comes alive. That's swung on. Williams in, and there's 2 away. Williams started back on it again when it first left Hayworth's bat, but he was quickly recovers and makes the out. Right fielder Ben Fluchet. First pitch swinging is Fluchet, and that's pop foul down the right field line. Lots of action in the bullpen. I tell you who's throwing down there, but I can't quite see. As my spotter, Todd Briggs, is going to take a gander. That's high, 1-1. Ortiz is getting ready to throw. No, 1-1. That's lifted to left. Mercer back and at the wall makes the catch. Another great hit by Fluchet, but Mercer tracks it down. And Union goes in order. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Rams coming up. 9-1-2 due up for the Rams. Leading off for the Rams, number 16, Carter Miller. Hayworth back to the bump. Pitch number 107 on its way. The first pitch swinging foul. Carter Miller tonight grounded out in the third, struck out in the fifth. He's 0 for 2. And Hayworth has done everything you could possibly ask. Pitched a gem of a game. That's high. 1-1. The lone hit barely made it out of the batter's box, as Briggs was hoping it would roll foul on a bunt, and it didn't. And that catches the outside part of the plate, 1-2. And if I could only tell you what Hayworth has been through in the past 48 hours, you'd be like, what? What exactly? This kid, for him to be out here right now doing what he's doing, struck him out. For him to do that in the 8th inning, money. That's all I'm going to say, money. Next up, number 32, Jackson Farrell. So Farrell steps in. Hayworth catches the outside part of the plate, much to the chagrin of Farrell. That's pitch number 111. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Struck him out. Oh, go to your room. Two strikeouts in a row for Hayworth. So the 115th pitch was just swung on there, and Cooper Auschwitz comes to the dish. Just a little low, 1-0. Auschwitz tonight 0 for 3. Popped out in the first and the sixth, and then sandwiched in there with a strikeout in the third. That's up and foul, and some fans give it a chase. It's 1-1.
He's at 115 for sure. That's 2 pitches in. He had 113 after the second out. It's 115 according to our game change. That's right. Can somebody else get on the lot? I'm on Owasso. Oh, you are? Okay.
So the 1-1 on the ground. Ortiz, it's through his legs. The throw to second, not in time. And what was typically a routine ground ball for Ortiz went right through the 5-hole, and that could have ended it right there. And I'm going to see what's going to happen. And Hayworth is going to stay in, I believe, as he's not at 120 as of yet. And the first error now tonight goes to the Oklahoma State product and Avery Ortiz. Designated hitter, Bodie Amberson. So Amberson pitch number 117 on its way. Just outside. So depending upon what Hayworth can get done here, this may be the last one he sees. Hayworth comes home. Catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Six strikeouts so far for Hayworth. Hayworth delivers, fouled off, 1-2 now. You wanted drama tonight, you don't have to watch Dateline, you can just watch us.
Get off of there, Cam. Fuck him, man. Get off.
1-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 7. And if you look up guts in the dictionary right now, it'll say C. Tatum Hayworth. We head to the 9th, knotted at 0. Back live. Top of 9, 6, 7, 8. Due up Knutson, Jones, and Rogers. Leading off for Union, second baseman Camden Knutson. So pitch number 112 is in there for a strike from Jackson Farrell. Hayworth is done. Done for the evening as he got pitch number 120. Get the last out. We'll give you the line for Hayworth in just a few moments. Right now, Knutson's down 0-2 to Farrell. Popped up. Play made there by Haley. Gam Jones up now. Jones tonight struck out in the second, sacked bunt in the fourth, walked in the sixth. And Farrell's coming out throwing dimes. Just a bit outside, and it's 1-1. It's 117 pitches outside. 2-1 here. I'd be taken all the way if I'm Jones. Pitch number 118 is on the ground. Bobbled. Jones hustling. He's going to be safe. Oh, no way. Absolutely not. Tie goes to the runner, Blue. But unfortunately not this time. Jones hustling the entire way. Miller bobbled the ball, and I'll be a homer every time on that, and I won't apologize for it. Third baseman, Rhett Rogers. No argument, though, from first base coach. Jones was hustling all the way down, and this is going to be pitch number 120 right here for Farrell. So he'll be done after this batter no matter what happens. Gage Arthur. That's 0-2. So Gage Arthur is on deck. Farrell will finish this at-bat with Rogers. And no matter what happens, Farrell has to be done after this. Up the middle, base hit. So Rogers will get on with a base hit. And Gage Arthur will come up. And Farrell comes back to the mound, and here comes Coach Turner. And I'm telling you, the Owasso fans ought to give this kid one a heck of a hand, because he fanned 6 hits. He struck out, as I added up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He struck out 6. And the Owasso fans already are beginning to applaud it, and there they go. Absolutely, and I even look over, because there's a handful of Union fans doing the same thing. That kid pitched a gem. That kid did well. So a big hand in this regional. And he even got the nod from the home plate umpire, and he gets a hand from his bench. We'll come back. Rogers is on first. Arthur's coming up. We'll talk about the pitching change when we get back. So Cooper Auschwitz comes into bat. Or comes into pitch, I should say. Left fielder Gage Arthur. So Gage Arthur steps in. 1 for 3 tonight. Rogers stands at first. Good Lord. I'll wake up here in a minute. And the first pitch from Auschwitz is in there for a strike. Auschwitz, the 0-1 delivery. Rogers with a big lead. Arthur swings and misses, and it's 0-2. So top of the order stands on deck as Arthur is in the 9-hole tonight. The 0-2 delivery on its way from Auschwitz. Rogers, sizable lead for him. And punches him out as Cooper Auschwitz. And we head to the the bottom of the 9th. Rams coming up. Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Lots of moving pieces to talk about. So Camden Knutsen's going to come in and pitch. Ortiz will move to third. Miguel Juarez will step in at short. Rhett Rogers will move from third to second. And Hayworth will take over at first. So lots of infield changes. The outfield stays the same. And the Rams are going to bring up 4, 5, and 6. As we're in the bottom of the 9th inning now. Leading off, outfielder Luke Williams. So Williams steps in, Knutsen. And first pitch across for a strike. So for Hayworth, 8 innings, 1 hit, 4 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts. With 120 pitches. And a fan's wondering where that missed. So 1-1 now. David Rogers pointed out the fact that both pitchers ended the game with 120 pitches. Exactly. If you could work into that some kind of parlay, you'd probably make some money. Oh, wait, we can't do that here yet. Never mind. The 1-2 got him. Struck him out. Luke Williams doesn't agree, but everybody else does. And the one in blue is the one that called it, so that's all that matters. And that'll bring in third baseman, number 1, Brandon Floyd. So Floyd walked his last time up. And then almost scored as he got over to third. The pitch from Hayworth squirted away from Briggs just a little bit. And if it wasn't for the quick work of Briggs, we may not be talking right now. 1-1 now. Bartlesville And U.S. Grant still awaiting to play. And it's 1-2. Their game was supposed to have started 34 minutes ago. And that's a good point. Andy just said that U.S. Grant played at 11 a.m. this morning, so it's been a long day for those folks. And that's just out of play. As Hayworth and Briggs both gave it a look. So it's 1-2, and we'll do it again to Floyd. Great crowd still on hand. Bartlesville crew setting up down there. The 1-2 delivery from Knutson. Just missed high. And now the 2-2. Just outside 3-2. Almost looks like Knutson was overthrowing that one just a tad. Full count delivery to Floyd with one away. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Knutson, and Floyd can't believe it. Cooper Harrell steps in, their first baseman, who is now playing outfield. I believe he's moved to right field after the pitching change. And Knutson out ahead 0-1. Tonight, Harrell grounded out in the second, walked in the fifth, and reached on a sac bunt in the seventh. And that'll miss 1-1. And with every pitch, this crew gets just a little louder as the tension is building. And where did that miss? And that's 2-1. So the 2-1 delivery on its way from Knutson as he's working quickly. That's a strike for sure. 2-2. Struck him out. Knutson comes in and says, I'll strike out the side. How about that? And Newkirk way out to give him the fist bump. We head to the top of the 10th. Knotted at 0. Back live here. Auschwitz takes his last couple of warm-up pitches. Harrell, for you scoring at home for the Rams, Harrell is in right field. So that's where he did move to. Corbin with his practice throw down. And we hit the top of the order for the Red Hawks. Leading off the 10th inning, center fielder Grayson Tempest. So Mercer in left, Williams at center, Harold at right, Floyd and Haley on the left side of the infield, Miller and Farrell on the right, and Auschwitz and Corbin are your battery still, and that's outside of 1-0. And now every pitch that's outside, the fans are applauding. Briggs on deck, then Avery Ortiz. That catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. Nice pitch by Auschwitz. 1-2, just outside. 2-2. So the 2-2 delivery inside 3-2. We need a base runner here in Tempest. It's 3-2. Swung on out to center, right at Williams, and there's one away. Catcher, number 9, Brody Briggs. So Briggs steps in, nobody on. First pitch swinging, line drive right at Floyd, and there's 2 away. Boy, and Floyd did a really good job because that sun just began to shine. Floyd came up with a nice play there. Third baseman, Avery Ortiz. So Ortiz tonight 0 for 4. That's a lie. He's 0 for 3 because he walked back in the 5th. Giving the ball some pretty long rides, but nothing out of the park as of yet. And with Hayworth on deck, all we need is a base runner here. 0-1. Strike 0-2. So Auschwitz, the 0-2 delivery to the Oklahoma State product, just outside. 1-2. Corbin tried to pull that back over the plate and frame it for the home plate umpire, but no such luck. So 1-2 to Ortiz. On the ground, foul. 1-2 again. Just outside 2-2. Good eye by Ortiz. Two, just outside 3-2. Well, everybody in the stands know they're not going to throw anything, or they don't want Auschwitz to throw it right down the middle. Well, we want them to. Auschwitz is going to avoid it at all costs, that's for sure. The 3-2 almost hit him, and Ortiz is on with a walk. So walk number 2 to Ortiz tonight. And in steps Tatum Hayworth. First baseman Tatum Hayworth. So Ortiz immediately jumps out to a big lead. Auschwitz hasn't even looked over. Now he looks over. Ortiz is way out there. Auschwitz comes home on the ground. That's going to find a hole. That's through, and Ortiz will stay at second. And it's first and second. Hayworth keeps him alive. And if we picked a player of the game, by God, it'd be him, that's for sure, as he keeps this little 2-out rally extended with a base hit to left field. And Fluchet comes in tonight 1 for 4. He had a nice base hit back in the third. Since then, nothing. Right fielder, Ben Fluchet. So Fluchet here, Knutson, who's now the pitcher, on deck. And a base hit would be huge here. Ortiz dancing around, Haley right behind him. Auschwitz comes home. Ooh, nice pitch, but that's a ball. Boy, that had a whole lot of movement on it. Looked like a strike up here to Todd Briggs and myself. 1-0 delivery from Auschwitz. Ortiz with another big lead. Haley still shadowing him. Auschwitz looks way back now. Haley breaks off. Run comes home. It's popped up. Right at Farrell. And that'll do it. That'll end the threat. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Still knotted at 0. Back live here on the Union Sports Network. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Rams in the bottom of the 10th. Leading off for the Rams, left fielder Grady Mercer. So Mercer steps in. Knutson back to the bump. Again, Ortiz at third. Juarez at short. Rogers at second, and Hayworth at first. Outfield, nothing changes. Knutson first pitch in there for a strike. So Knutson struck out the side his last time out here. Came in relief of Hayworth. Second pitch is a strike. So Knutson quickly out ahead, 0-2. 0-2 popped up. Ortiz is going to give that a look, but that's going to go foul into the pitching cages. U.S. Grant and Bartlesville due up after this. Oh, 2 delivery again from Knutson. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Knutson. Catcher, Baylor Corbin. First pitch ball. First time I think Knutson's been behind in the count since he's got out there. And just like that, he makes up for it, 1-1. And Knutson not wasting any time. Gets the ball from Briggs and right back at it. And just like that, 1-2. Knutson is not wasting any time. If you got paid by the hour, you'd tell him to slow down, big fella. Pop foul. And almost caught there by Briggs, and he's slapping his glove, mad at himself. Knutson, 1-2 delivery. Got him. Strikeout number 5. Second baseman, Carter Miller.
We're about to find out what's going to happen on the scoreboard, David.
Knutson. First pitch outside. And it's 1-0.
I'm wondering if it's going to roll by itself.
On the ground, right back to Knutson. Great glove. And that'll do it. So a ground out right back to Knutson. We'll head to the 11th. And the scoreboard did roll. Look at that. Yes, sir. That's it. We head to the 11th. Knotted at 0. Oh, my.
Hey guys, Union. You guys don't stand too far left. Hey guys. Hey. Don't let them block this camera. The guy on the end. Who's on the end? Who's on the end? You're blocking this camera. No one left of you.
Back live here, 6, 7, 8 due up. Excuse me, that's a lie. 7, 8, 9 due up. No, that's right. 6, 7, 8 due up in Knutson. Pitcher, Camden Knutson. So Knutson comes in, started off at second base. Now he's at pitching, and he's only struck out 5. And that's first pitch swinging on the ground. And then had the 6th out, which is a put-out ground out back to him. So Knutson comes in relief and records all 6 outs as we head to the 11th. And that's where we are, kids. Ooh, didn't commit. Did he go? He did not. It's 1-1. Nice job by Blue down at first base. So 1-1 to Knutson. He's got one of the 7 hits on the board. That's fouled off of him. 1-2. Doubled in the second. Reached on an error in the 4th. Popped out in the 6th and then in the 9th, if I can read my scorecard right. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm scratching all over paper right now. As that's going to hit him. And Knutson will get on. Leadoff gets on by a hit by a pitch. And they're going to run for him. Is that Cody Young? $12. Courtesy running number 12, Cody Young. Now batting, Gam Jones. So Jones is going to step in and bat. Jones tonight has had a night. Struck out in the 1st, sack bunt in the 4th, walked in the 6th, and grounded out. And Cody Young back over barely. And Auschwitz has got a nice move to first. So Cody Young, we'll see what kind of speed he's got because Newkirk puts him in to run. He's got a nice lead. Auschwitz has got a nice move. Jones has got some speed at the plate. They'll throw back again. And again, Young off. On the ground. They're going to let it roll. Nope, and everybody's going to be safe. Boy, a page out of that book. Brody Briggs did the same thing that Corbin did a couple innings ago, and it worked out for Owasso, and it just worked out for Union as well. As the bunt single, and now we got runners at first and second. Third baseman, Rhett Rogers. And Rogers is going to come in, and you're going to see if Rogers is going to lay down a bunt here. And the So Rhett Rogers steps up, nobody out. Young at second, Jones at first. Just found out Ian had beat Jinx 12-4. Rogers will call a timeout. And Sand Springs beat Stillwater 9-5. Both are finals. They didn't want to play 11 innings. We did. That's why. Now Rogers lays it down. That's going to be trouble. No, he got it down, and he advanced the runners, and Rogers, I don't think I've ever seen a kid so excited about laying down a bunt, and that bench is just electric right now as the sack bunt works to perfection. And now, run number 1 is again 90 feet away. Left fielder, Gage Arthur, and with 1 out, Jones at second, Young at first. And what's Newkirk going to draw up here? Auschwitz delivers. They're going to lay down. Going to try to lay down the bunt as well. Interesting. So no strike. 1-0. Arthur was able to pull the bat back. Auschwitz with a long look. Now he sets. The 1-0 just outside. Ooh, Corbin with the nice splits. Goaltending style stop there by Baylor Corbin. The student section is on its feet. To Arthur. Lays it down again. Nobody's going to come home. And the bunt does not work. So with 2 outs, here comes Grayson Tempest. Center fielder Grayson Tempest. Interesting thing there. Arthur couldn't get down the bunt where he wanted it, so Young had to stay put. First pitch swinging, that's lifted back to center field. Keep rolling. And Williams will make the catch. And that'll retire the side. Union makes it interesting, but can't get anything across, and we head to the bottom of the 11th. Rams coming up. Cam Knutson back out to finish his warm-ups. 1, 2, 3 due up for the Rams, and Jackson Farrell, Cooper Auschwitz, and Bodie Amberson. And again, Union had the go-ahead run 90 feet away and can't make it happen. Brody Briggs gets ready to throw down. And he does. And we'll welcome in. First up for the Rams, number 32, Jackson Farrell. So Farrell comes in. Tonight, Farrell 0 for 4. Knutson, if you're just joining us, in relief of Hayworth, has struck out 5 of the first 6. First pitch swinging, Farrell wanted to end it right there, and it's a strike. Farrell just about swung out of his shoes. Knutson set for the 0-1 delivery. And it's 0-2. Knutson 0-2 delivery, pop foul. Boy, Farrell just reaching out there. Get a piece of that. And Sean Four, you're watching now. Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. This is a game. What a game indeed, sir. 0-2 on the ground. Ortiz up with it. Throw in time, and there's one away. Great job by Hayworth to pick that up. Next up, number 17, Cooper Auschwitz. So Auschwitz, who is now the pitcher, and he's pitched well as well in relief. For Hayworth, he went 8 innings, 1 hit, 4 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts. And it's 1-1. And Farrell pitched just as well. 6 hits, 7 strikeouts for Farrell. That's back up the middle. Rhett Rogers with some range. The throw in time. Oh, they're saying no. I'd appeal that. Rogers with a great grab and a throw. And Hayworth is shaking his head. He must have stepped off. A great job by Rogers, and Hayworth just couldn't pull it up as he had to stretch and try to keep his foot on the bag. So defensively, nice play all the way around. Designated hitter, Bodie Amberson. Amberson back up the middle, and that'll be first and second with 1 out. Auschwitz got on after a nice play by Rogers, couldn't be completed by Hayworth. And Briggs is going to go out and have a little conversation with Knutson right now to kind of calm everybody down. And we'll see. So Briggs is going to turn around and go back out. There's going to be a meeting on the mound. And we'll let you know what happens when we come back right after this. Back live as Knutson will stay in the game after the meeting on the mound. Coach out to kind of make sure everybody's set, knows where everybody needs to go. Because with 1 out and 2 on, plenty of opportunities for Union to stay in this game. Center fielder Luke Williams. So Williams comes in. Williams is 0 for 4 tonight. Struck out the last 3 times up and popped out back in the first. First pitch swinging. Strike 1. Brandon Floyd on deck. Floyd made a great play about 2 innings ago off Brody Briggs' bat. Just misses 1-1. Now the 1-1 delivery from Knutson. That's going to get down. There's going to be a play at the plate. Here comes the throw. Got him. They're saying he's safe. They're saying he's safe, and that'll be the ball game. But here comes Newkirk out to ask. The throw definitely beat him home. And Owasso will walk it off. And Blue gets out of here as quickly as possible, apparently. The tag may have been high from Briggs, but Owasso wins it in 11. And Luke Williams is getting mobbed in center field. As the hit barely was out of the way of Miguel Juarez, he dove and tried to make the catch and couldn't make it. And that'll do it. So Owasso wins this one 1-0 in 11. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow. Let's see. Now we're going to play. Let's see. Now we're going to play at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and we'll play the winner between Bartlesville and U.S. Grant. That game will come to you live right here on the Union Sports Network at 1:30. So for Micaiah, producer-director Andy Irwin, can't even talk anymore. I'm Jim Douthit. We'll see you tomorrow, 1:30, everybody. Good night.